It's been 6 months since the outbreak. No one knows how it started. Thousands are dead. Birmingham, England. 3 men.
How you doing?
Hello, what's up now?
Trapped. Using a fortunately placed radio transmitter, they tried desperately to get a message to the outside world. This is their message.
This week Pete explains how he went vegetarian for a week without actually eating a vegetable, Dean tries to convince the guys why he's nearly a Jedi, and Alan sprays hot news over your face, neck, and chest. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Don't Go Outside, the podcast.
Yes!
Featuring myself, Dean Barker. Good evening. Good to see you. And I'm here with my very good friends, Mr. Pete Willis.
Oh!
And our good friend, Alan Taylor. Okay, good. You probably noticed there a couple of new names that I threw into the mix there. Well, I've decided, or I've discovered, depends which way you look at it, I've never met anybody else with the surname Maley, other than your family.
Probably dead.
Or the surname Freeth.
Yeah.
So I'm calling you out as both having non-surnames, and I've renamed you.
Okay.
Now, before
But why
before
Taylor?
anybody gets upset, I've given you hard man names. I've given Pete Willis from Bruce Willis.
That sounds all right.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
give me that.
Star of Die Hard, and other Die Hard 2.
Hudson.
The whole 9 yards.
And Al Taylor, I've named you after Katie Taylor, the gold medal winning women's boxer.
Ah.
Rock on.
Paralympics or...
No, do they have parallel boxing? Sorry, I went a little bit.
If they don't, they should.
I don't think they do they? Surely they don't.
They could do.
Oh man, people would pay for that.
You could have a one-legged boxer, surely.
Nugget
You
boxing.
could have a one-armed boxer or a blind boxer.
I think you can. Don't they stick bells in the gloves?
Surely that is like fundamentally against the rules.
I don't mean like fucking shoes.
Yeah.
I mean like,
On Popeye, they put bells in gloves.
so they can hear where it's coming from.
The death.
They put them in footballs, don't
That's
they?
what I'm thinking of.
Paralympics.
That's what I'm thinking of.
In gloves.
If I was giving you the left, you duck to the right.
Anyway, what would be the good? Have I been a bell? Because you wouldn't hear it till it hit you.
I don't know, I was wrong.
So yeah, I was thinking I've never met anybody else called Miley or Freeth.
There's not many of us.
I mean, Freeth, it's barely even a word. Is it? It's like it's like a crap fart, and it Freeth.
Freeth.
Yeah, it's like a bird.
No, it's nice. Freeth. I'm free.
Is that how you introduce yourself?
Exactly how it was. My name is Alan Freeth.
Hello, I'm Freeth. I do what I want.
Freethy.
And
Do what I want. There's nothing wrong with my name. It's a Scottish name.
Oh, right.
Derived from Frith, I believe. To Freeth.
Freeth. Well, isn't that a beach in
That's
in
Firth.
Newquay?
That's Firth, isn't it?
I
Oh
thought it
no.
was Freeth. Anyway, we're here. We're back. We're here in the cabin in the woods. Not to be confused, of course, with the film The Shining. Couldn't think of any other film.
Escape from New York.
Boys, how's it going? How's your week been?
It's been good. I went to the pictures.
No. Death Dust, Dean. Death Dust.
Did you go on a Sunday morning?
No.
Because that does cloud my...
No, we were going to go Sunday morning, but hangovers were hanging
look
loud
at you,
and
mate.
dark. So
Keith Richards.
we never made it. So we went last night. So Monday night, we recording this on a Tuesday normally. So Monday night we went to cinema to watch the Quentin Tarantino film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Which we all want to see.
Yeah, that we plan to go and see together next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Good, well done.
look, right? Just adamant she wanted to see it before you fuckers. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realise that.
Well, don't give away too
Yoko
much.
had got involved.
she very much has. So I had to get to the. It was a fantastic film.
Okay.
Long, quite a long film. Over 2.5 hours. Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, playing two actors, an actor and his stuntman who was there to work. And it's way too described because it's not an actual proper.
Oh, I thought it was
Story.
something to do with Charles Manson.
It is set around that time, isn't it?
That's just a little.
Oh, it's like incidental.
There's
right. I thought
like,
it was him.
There's three sort of.
The family and all that.
It's like three. There, isn't he? He's not. You see him, but
Because I did wonder why, if in a film about Charles Manson, there was all this furore about Bruce Lee.
Oh, yeah.
So I was, quite intrigued to find out what Bruce Lee and Charles Manson had been getting up to.
It was really good because it's like he sort of took little bits of like classic Hollywood, and sort of threw them all together. Do you know how he's sort of done Inglourious Bastards?
Yeah.
With the sort of the whole Hitler changing history and just doing his own version of.
Oh yeah,
that's what he's doing there.
Oh right.
It's like he's just using people like real life actors, like Bruce Lee, Sharon Tate, Steve McQueen's in it, with your favourite actor Damien Lewis.
Oh really? Oh.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's like in this second.
I thought you were going to say Jason Statham then.
No, he's not. He's not out.
Point. I would have tipped the table up.
Tarantino would not have him in his films.
But it looks fantastic. The cinematographer is brilliant. If you love cars, classic cars, loads of like panning shots of driving.
A genuine Tarantino film?
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Very much so. But it's not as fast. It's not Pulp Fiction. It's not as fast paced or it's got a gripping story. It's just like. Like I said, there's three separate sort of storylines giving sort of.
You've got to be careful how much you give away here.
Yeah, to be honest, it's just a film you just got to watch. There ain't a lot to give away, apart from the ending, which I'm going to get to him, but it's fucking to tell.
That's Tarantino films all over, isn't he?
So I'm not going to give you 5 brains.
No.
Out of 5. I'm going to give it 4, a good 4.
Out of what?
Out of 5. Yeah,
Okay.
Out of 66.
Your IQ.
It's a high IQ.
Anyway, but it's well worth watching. If you've got any interest in Tarantino films, it's got to be up there. It's way better than The Hateful Eight.
Well, I've tried to watch that
I still like that.
twice,
I liked it, but
and I've not managed it. So does that make it the Hateful 16 that I've watched it twice? But I haven't got all the way to the end yet.
It's alright. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
It's alright, a bit slow.
Jackie Brown's the one I'm not too keen on. I like all of his films
I
except
like
that one.
Yeah, I like Jackie Brown.
this is probably got more in common than Pulp Fiction.
It's
It's a bit slow to sort of.
Is Nick Fury in it?
No, it's not.
Oh, wow.
He was missed, and there wasn't really many, sort of iconic little speeches or
Yeah.
quotable lines, that sort of film. But it
sounds interesting.
It's really, really good,
Excellent.
and the performances.
So 4 out of 5 brains.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's got to be good.
that's good.
That's good. Well done.
Poor for
Well done,
Tarantino.
Quentin.
That's a recommendation.
I don't want to be a tailor. Can't I be a cigar?
All right, you get about Tim Brooke Taylor. Right, you're Alan Tim Brooke Taylor.
No, but that just proves my point.
Dennis
that
Taylor,
Taylor-
the 1985
Exactly. Right, look at him. Bless him.
Roger Taylor.
I don't want people blessing me.
Tinker Taylor.
I don't want to be a tailor. I'm not on about Alan. I want to move Taylor.
You don't here to pick your own little last names.
Well, talking about films, thanks for
dangerous.
the Once Upon a Time review there, Pete. Talking about films, I've got some actual film information. Well, it's not information really. It's a little tidbit about a very big film franchise, Star Wars.
Well,
Yeah.
I love it.
That's so.
And how it relates specifically to me. Specifically to me, as in I can say with a certain degree of confidence
Yeah.
that I am almost an actual Jedi.
Yeah.
Now, you're probably not even shocked. You're probably not even shocked.
Can you tell
by
by my
that.
face?
Let me do something.
I'm going to just shower you with a bit of knowledge. So, as everybody knows, that Jedi, or I don't know, is it Jediism, is a religion or a tradition that's a big part of the Star Wars series. Now, George Lucas was very influenced by Japanese films, Kurosawa, Japanese culture. And it's common knowledge that Star Wars is actually a rewriting of a famous Japanese film called Hidden Fortress.
Yeah, I've heard this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's based on a film called Hidden Fortress, and one of the reasons he liked it so much was it's told from the point of view, because there's all emperors and lords and princesses, but it's told from the point of view of the two lowliest characters, which in Star Wars were R2-D2 and C-3PO.
So it's like Aladdin.
Very much so, yeah. Yeah, do you remember the robots in Aladdin?
Oh, yeah. Just the basic I thought of.
Yeah. But something Lucas was very much interested in was the idea of ki, or chi, or energy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and how you could use this force, this energy, to control things around you, and use it to control or defend yourself or people attacking you.
Yeah.
And this served as the basis for the Force in Star Wars. And ki is central to Aikido. And the founder of Aikido, a man called Murahei Ueshiba, he was only 4 feet 11 tall.
What, like Yoda?
Like Yoda.
Wow.
Who actually said,
Or Splinter?
"Judge me by my size, do you?" Because again, one of the founding principles.
Who said this? The Aikido man or Yoda?
Yoda says that.
Okay, yeah.
I was going to ask Al to do a bit of a Yoda impression and say, "Judge me by my size, do you?"
I can't. I can't do him.
Judge me by my size, do you? That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's better than mine. I can't do him.
And so, it's quite clear from that little bit of information I gleaned before I fell asleep
He's off. I know.
that Aikido is the basis for being a Jedi.
This is the weakest thing I've heard him do. Carry on.
All
Carry
this,
on.
all
No,
this
no.
for this.
Now, obviously, I'm not saying that at this moment I am a Jedi.
Oh, you're not?
Not right at this moment.
okay.
Not
So you
right
can't
at this
demonstrate
moment. I
any-
could.
any force.
I
things.
could. I choose not to.
He's got the pyjamas.
That's what's important about being.
Choice.
Yeah. The choice not
The
to.
choice not to prove yourself. Are you rock hard still?
It's just a place.
It's just me sitting.
But apparently, from what I can gather, the title of Jedi Knight is equivalent to the rank of Shihan in Aikido. Mm-hmm. Now,
What's a Shihan?
well, there's various titles you get through when you're studying martial arts.
King.
Not so much king. They didn't really have kings in Japan.
Emperor.
They had emperors.
Emperor.
Yeah. Well, the first one being sensei, for example.
Right.
You know, I'm a sensei. I'm a qualified.
And how many
martial
belts do you need to get that?
Well, for me, it was just one, and then I trained to be an instructor.
So what do you get if you're in the Jedi? Do you get a belt? Or a badge? Or
No, yeah.
pen?
It's not like Blue Peter. You just get the satisfaction of knowing that you are at one with the Force. The Force is all around you.
So I'm struggling to understand.
Yeah.
So you're linking, you're doing Aikido, yeah? You did Aikido.
Yeah.
We can't argue with that fact.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You've watched Star Wars.
Yep.
Yeah. And you've sort of...
No, I've not just put this together.
No. Well, I think you
pyjamas.
have.
I think I have.
I think you have. I think you've one day you've been watching Star Wars and gone, it's time for Aikido. Oh, who's that little man over there? Is that...
No.
So
George
your
Lucas.
Aikido instructor's like 4'11".
Well, no, the founder of Aikido.
And where does he wait no mention? I don't think so.
No, he's been dead about 70 years. Ueshiba, as I say, he was a very small man, and he liked the idea. What he wanted to instill in his students was that it's not that size only matters when it's a battle of size and strength.
I understand this,
Yeah.
and this is the principle behind Aikido.
Yeah, which
and stuff.
became the basis of Yoda.
Yeah, I can see what you're trying to do. I can see what you're trying to do.
Yeah. And I
You're still trying to claw
followed
your way
in
back.
his
Not doing it.
lineage.
You've
You've got to stop, man.
See, this is where you're trying to claw your way back into the Jedi. No, I love a Jedi. Don't I fucking love
We
Jedis.
all love a Jedi.
We all
Yeah.
love Jedis.
We all,
Thank
even
you.
a Sith.
Yeah.
No,
I
thank
fancy
you.
myself as a bit of a thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome. So your gift to us is the Star Wars films. So now you do actually remind me of the last incarnation of Luke Skywalker.
Right.
The old man Luke.
Yeah, you know, drinking the blue milk from the cow's teats.
Yeah.
Weird scene.
Yeah, that was a bit.
I don't know why they did that.
Was a bit unnecessary.
They look like a
wasn't
little
it?
tramp. A little Jedi tramp. But,
Oh, that's what reminds me of.
yeah,
Reminds you of me.
we're getting more in the ballpark. Yeah.
You will give me your change.
So what's it called, the new one? The new Star Wars? Rise of the Skywalker.
Rise of the Skywalker. Yeah.
And that's in a few months, isn't it? That's December.
That'll be Christmas.
December, yeah. Well, it's the week before Christmas Day.
I'm just a bit worried now that because like I feel I'm on the inside.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking at it through fresh eyes.
You're going to see the strings?
Yeah,
The
I'm
magic.
going to see.
Movie magic.
It may have killed it for me because I'm going to think.
Well, maybe they're all real Jedis in that as well, then.
I'm surprised they never called you up as a consultant
Well,
to come on board and like.
this time.
There's not.
This time.
I'm pretty sure it's been filmed and it's in the can.
I reckon.
But there is another set coming.
Last couple of weeks in November, they might just want to, can we just go over this? Can you show
We
us?
just need to polish up this Jedi section in the middle. It's not realistic at all.
I'm going to have to go and show Luke how to gumball and, and so on. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's quite clear that I have Jediism.
Jediism. Yeah. Well, you've been practicing your mindfulness
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
and your.
And you got your chin.
You've got a cracking pair of pyjamas.
Got to have a nightgown as well.
I have actually got a Jedi dressing gown.
Do you wear that to IKEA now?
I wear it in the house on my own.
But you still.
Do you have Kleenex with you as well?
Oh, you just got to take it down.
What do you mean?
So you sit round in a dressing gown.
It's just my
having a
filthy point. Well, I do.
I wouldn't get that in.
Isn't that what we all do?
Oh, what a day off that'd be. What an absolutely cracking day off.
Yeah, like I said before, yeah, take some Viagra all day.
What do you want to do all day?
That's
20 minutes, rest of the day's your own.
20 seconds.
Oh, look at him.
Get it off, get it out. Fucking hell, that's eating into your PlayStation time, that is.
I've heard that the new Bond title's come out, boys.
Has it?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, man, that's today.
What is it?
Ain't got time to bleed. No, I ain't got time to die.
It's ain't got that. Now time to die.
No time to cool. I ain't got time to
Time to
bleed.
bleed. Is anybody bothered about Bond anymore?
Yes, me. Love it.
Ray, come on.
What with him? With Daniel
All right,
Craig? He's
yeah.
great.
What was Aston called?
Not Skyfall.
Exactly. Nobody knows.
He's right, it wasn't called Skyfall.
What time
No,
is it?
what was it called?
Skyfall?
No.
No, there were two since then.
Spectre.
Spectre. That's the one, yeah. With Christoph Waltz.
Yeah. And that was very good.
No.
He was alright.
I don't think I got all the way through it.
Casino Royale was on the other night. That was good.
That's a good film.
I think it's Eva Green. I mean.
Spectre wasn't very good. But Skyfall was
No,
great.
but no, like I said before, it's got to compete now with the likes of. I mean, it used to be like the Bourne Identity. That's like that's gone for the duck ain't now. Nobody.
No, I was
That's
crap
not
anyway.
good.
I didn't like it.
No, but I'm talking about a modern. I'll tell you who took over. Mission Impossible. That's
Jack Reacher as well.
Jack Reacher. I ain't seen that.
No, it's alright.
But Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible film, the last one, Fallout, was absolute like 5 brains. That was a 5 brain film.
It was good, yeah. I've seen that.
Stunt wise, he got massive stunts. He's flying his own. I mean, this fucker, he's flying his own helicopters and planes. You know what I mean?
Who is?
Tom
Cruise. He does everything. Literally everything.
Not flying his own helicopters.
Google it. Google this, right?
Absolutely would not be allowed.
He's got his own helicopter.
Ooh.
He flies
I
it.
believe you.
He flies it.
Gotta sit in it.
Loop us up with some news.
So, Somerset smells of spunk.
Dong.
Go on. I'm eating all these now.
I don't know.
just saying, because you've jizzed all over it. I hope this is the thing.
It's some kind of dogging festival.
Apparently, that would be wicked. Odd. So apparently, parts of Somerset have got an overpowering smell of man fat.
Yeah.
Only at this time of year, though. Any ideas what it might be?
Is it not excessive dogging?
No. Unfortunate.
And
But
it's,
no.
it's just Somerset.
Well, it's probably other places, but mainly Somerset. They must have a lot of it there.
Is it something to do with, I don't know, some sort of fungus?
You're on the right track. It's a plant. Catkins.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're the purpley ones with their little bud hanging on sweet chestnut trees, emitting a powerful scent to attract insects.
Okay.
So it's all to do with pollination. So spunk, not only
Is there
the
another...
flavour and the beautifulness that goes into the women's
yeah, okay.
eggs.
Is that why I sometimes find flies around there?
It's like 4D. You got 4-dimensional.
Who's 4D?
Well, you can smell the spunk as well there.
4D. You meant somebody called Ford.
4D?
You got a mate called
40 instinct to spunk.
So yeah,
Kevin
so
Ford. Yeah.
Somerset smells of spunk. Bearded pervert performs sex act while staring at Topshop dummies. Clues in the title.
I'm going to say it's fairly sort of
Should we just move on?
non-cryptic.
So a man's been
In
held
the shop.
in the shop. Yeah, he's got a big thing for mannequins. This is what he says. In fact, he actually said, "Okay, you got me. I've got a bit of a thing for mannequins." Yeah, they caught him on CCTV rubbing his area,
Rubbing one out.
rubbing one out. Yeah,
And did the shop suddenly smell like Somerset?
a little bit. He's also got 21 similar offences.
21 other offence. What, in other shops? The same shop?
Yeah, the same offences in other shops.
For wanking in shops.
Not wanking, rubbing himself off on mannequins.
Oh, actually, rubbing up and against the
yeah.
mannequin. Oh.
I did touch one once. I'm going to ruin all my Jedi street cred.
Well, they've done it there.
There was one standing there in just
Skimpy.
lingerie. Yeah, and I was just standing there waiting for my lovely wife, looking at this fit, hot mannequin in her undercrackers, and I just reached out and touched the silkiness of her
Nipple.
her pants. But it was just to see how.
Just fill the weft.
No, yeah, to see if they were smooth or shiny or.
Okay, what would you have done if it had queefed?
I don't know what that is.
You know.
Fucking leg.
Can you imagine?
It's a mannequin.
A 6 foot tall
Yeah, but what would
plastic
you do
door.
if you went up to a mannequin and, and it was one of them fucking dudes, the ones they have in London who stand there and do that?
Yeah, but
You
it's not,
stand there
it's, not
still.
it's not just as fucking Charlie Chaplin sprayed silver, is
It
it?
could have just been
And
some woman.
You can still tell that they're not fucking mannequins, can't you?
Nah, I've been to Madame Tussauds. Woman finds IT doll in garden. Now sleeps with knife under pillow.
What the fuck's an IT doll?
Look a computer programmer.
Hang on.
I know
Let me
what it is.
let me start this again.
No, what it is, okay.
Woman. Let me start that again, boys. A woman finds
Edit.
IT doll. No, I've done it again. Twat. Woman
Shall
finds
I do
it
it?
doll in garden. Now sleeps with knife under pillow.
She found the clown it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A New Jersey woman has said a doll of Pennywise, the evil clown
The
from the
evil
book
IT.
and film It, from the IT crowd, from It, floated into a garden while she and her boyfriend sunbathed. So apparently, yeah, and says there's nowhere the doll could have come from, as her only neighbour was away on holiday. What do you reckon, boys?
So a balloon can only
It's-
float from
this,
next door.
this is a bit of super. What do they call it? It's good stuff. Aware of the significance of the floating.
Floating
Oh,
is
yeah.
like a thing, isn't it? Come and float with me or I'll make you float, he says.
Yeah, we all float.
All float
We all
together,
float
isn't
down
it?
here.
Yeah, that's it. So there is a... Floating does mean something.
Yeah.
doesn't it?
So yeah, this woman anyway, in her fit of rage and terror, set fire to the doll and burnt sage all around her house. Tina's going to do that. What a load of bollocks!
Yeah.
And has since slept with a knife under a pillow. She
It's
needs
probably
to
just
get a
not you
life.
coming in.
I tell you what, a little bit of advice for the lady:
Get rid of the smell of
stop
skunk.
taking acid. Stop taking acid.
Smell of Alan's Catkins.
That's my last name.
That's his name.
Alan Catkins.
Alan Catkins.
And that's the news for today.
So, Edinburgh Festival's been on. And every year, somebody, is it Dave?
Yes, Dave, innit?
That's the television channel, not somebody called Dave.
There's probably somebody there called Dave, isn't there?
It says, Dave, they have the funniest joke award.
Right.
So at the Fringe. So
Yeah. I remember last year's.
And what was last year's?
The penny. I can't remember the joke.
So you can't remember last year's?
No.
Thanks, Al. Well interrupted there with a non-joke. So, this year it's been won from a Swedish, this is like a tongue twister, a Swedish surrealist called Olaf Falafel.
No way.
Yeah.
That's an excellent name.
But he's had a lot of stick for it because it's. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the joke before I tell you what the problem is. I keep randomly shouting out broccoli and cauliflower. I think I'm on a florets.
Hey.
Is it good? Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I think it's very good. But he's having a bit of stick from Tourette's charities.
Is he though? Or are they just ringing him up to congratulate him? And just like doing a load of swearing at him. Yeah.
Fucking. Sorry, this is bad. This is bad taste. We just
Oh, come on. If people can't take the mickey out of them.
So they've branded it as rubbish, unsophisticated Tourette's action, and said that the joke was not about vegetables, but was actually about the incurable It was actually about the incurable neurological disorder, which causes a person to make involuntary sounds and movements.
Right.
Pretty much take a lot of the fun out of the joke.
It is, yeah.
When you sort of
Come on, man. I mean, he's gone mad, man. I don't like all this stuff.
Are we, as a nation, not as a nation, as a community, a worldwide community, and just a little bit too oversensitive about things like this?
Yeah,
definitely.
You can always find something to be offended about.
Yeah,
can't you?
If you look hard enough.
Yeah, if you decide. Yeah, absolutely. No, I think really it's fair game.
Yeah, well,
to me, yeah, I don't see that.
You can say that, but is it like any joke? Do you know some people go now? As long as it's a joke, now there's no taboo.
Of course, no. I think I'm like Frankie Boyle, for example. Yeah, one of the funniest men I think I've ever seen. In my opinion, he's up there with people like Ricky Gervais and that people who are so funny, so clever. I would quite happily have Ricky Gervais and Frankie Boyle as Prime Minister, leading the country, because they're so intelligent and capable. But it's quite obvious that they're making jokes, and it's not a personal thing. Yeah.
It's just a joke.
I remember something similar a few years ago with Ricky Gervais making a joke, something to do with a baby dying. The punchline was something about dead babies or a baby dying. Which, of course, if that's happened to you, if you've lost a child, I cannot think of anything worse.
Yeah.
But he made a joke, and a couple got up and walked out. From the front row, and everybody jeered and that, and he got into and they were disgusted at this. But he sort of said, I haven't made this joke. It's not about you. Yeah. It's the stupidity of the joke I'm making.
People take it very personal, don't they? If
and I suppose if you've been something like that, or you've got Tourette's, or you've got a disability or something, then I suppose you can be. But you shouldn't expect the rest of the world to walk on eggshells.
The funny thing is with stuff like this, it's never, well, maybe not with other things, but with this one in particular, it's not the people who've got Tourette's that are moaning, it's the people that are trying to care for the people with Tourette's. So it's not actually the people who've got the illness that give a fuck.
Play on words, isn't it? It's because Tourette's sounds a bit like Tourette's.
That's all it is.
So it's the sort of, the penny drops, that's what a joke is. But are we going to look back in another 20 years? Like we used to laugh at things in the 80s when we was kids, brought up on like Carry On films and very racist.
No. You got some others do have them, and you got.
But there's always like things you look back on now and think, perhaps we shouldn't have. You couldn't do it now.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't have just had like
but
a John Inman character.
But is that a good thing?
Joke.
Is that not saying that's the
think
marker
it
that
is.
it's got worse
I think
for us?
I suppose it has to some degree come full circle because you did have John Inman and you did have Love Thy Neighbour and things about
That's the one I was thinking of.
racism and that were
Even Rising Damp.
Warren Mitchell, Till Death Us Do Part, and all that. And if you watch them now, they are. But that's just because we are so used to things. We know where the line is now because it's been kind of indoctrinated into us, isn't it? That this is bad.
But this line keeps changing.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. The line should start. I mean, I understand with the racist remarks, Alf Garnett used to call people. Can I say it?
No.
Okay, that word, the P word, and you couldn't do that now. I understand that because that's a whole nation of people that don't like it. But if it's about an illness or something like that, I don't see the problem.
Yeah.
If I had it, it wouldn't bother me anyway.
No, but I think the offence.
If you had it, nobody'd be surprised.
Fuck off! Oh, sorry.
But it's like the offence. The onus of the taking offence is on the listener, not the person telling a joke. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Are we, though, in saying this, in doing this now and defending this comedian, aren't we just doing what our parents did in the 80s?
That's what I'm asking,
when they were defending
Bernard Manning
and
Jim Davidson.
Yeah, people like that. Because, I think if I watched Bernard Manning or old Jim Davidson stuff and that, I would be a bit cringy now, because I've grown up the other side of it.
Yeah.
So... is it just that?
Yeah. There's another thing that talking to Ricky Gervais. Something happened last month, and it was in Canada, and there was a Brazilian woman who owned a beauty salon.
I was getting a bit cosmopolitan.
Oh yeah. And talking about James Bond. Yeah, in Canada, she's a Brazilian woman who runs a beauty salon.
Yeah.
From home, and she does.
And
she does waxings, bikini waxes and stuff. And she got into trouble. She's been took to court actually. For refusing to wax a transgender woman's private part, bikini. But basically, she wanted the fucking sack done.
Yeah.
And she refused. And now this transgender woman has took her to court, and she wants compensation because of the offence caused. And why you're not treating me now? I don't think she did males, and she goes, "Well, I'm not a man. I'm self-recognise as a female." And
with a cock.
Has she got a cock and balls?
Yes.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
She used it up. Yeah.
So Ricky Gervais tweeted, "It's a sad state of affairs when a lady can't have her hairy balls waxed." Right, now this is a joke. It's a funny joke.
It is.
Not aimed at this woman in
It's a
situation.
Yeah, a funny.
What a world.
Yeah, that's good, that is.
What a woman can't have a ball. Right? But then they jumped on him because he weighs him.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck, does he? Yeah.
And saying he's a homophobic, he's transphobic.
Oh my God.
He's an embarrassment. He couldn't understand a joke if it bit him in the arse. And people were saying, well, it's her right. She owns a salon.
Yeah.
She should expect people to walk in and want waxing. And then he's put, exactly. And if you don't want to butter my balls and put them between two slices of bread, don't work in a sandwich shop. She's right. She's perfectly willing to say, no, I don't want to.
She doesn't have to do anyone.
I don't mess with. And she said it was because I don't want any chance of having a sexual harassment case on a member of the opposite sex. If I'll touch you in the wrong, inappropriately, or you don't like what you're doing.
Well, she don't do it.
And she's not comfortable doing it.
Just
But then
simple as that.
and she's had to close her business. Because they're getting that much stick now from other charities and trans charities, and they just had to close down. So she's getting so much fucking flack.
Does she now have to put a sign up saying we do not wax penises and balls?
We do not wax lady balls.
I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it, really?
No, but this is as done. It says, look, I can't do it anymore because...
Her ain't won this.
It sounds like her has.
Now she has.
Oh, she's not been paid out.
Now she hasn't been paid out yet. She's been it's going to court.
Wow.
On the other hand, though, where shops have refused to make wedding cakes for same-sex couples.
Yeah, then they.
Oh yeah.
I think that that's right that they shouldn't be allowed to do that. That's no different to me than like racism stuff in the 50s.
But they won the case.
Who did?
The people with the cake shop.
Oh, they did, yeah.
That's not in our life, and it says that.
Same with some hotel who wouldn't allow a same-sex couple to stay in a room together or share a bed together.
You're saying that's wrong?
No, I think that hotels shouldn't be allowed to do that. They shouldn't be allowed to make that judgment on people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
people.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, but that's different, though, isn't it? Than the cockles and waxing.
But what's the difference between that and having a sign in the window saying...
There's loads of people who own at Blacksing.
No blacks, no Irish, no dogs.
Yeah, that still goes on.
You know what I mean? No, but you couldn't have a sign in
not the Travel Lodge. the Premier now, do we?
Certainly not the one round here, it burned down.
No, but all this is on. But you're like, how can you force someone to do something? Face out, I would have thought if you was a transgender woman or man, the places you go to are places that you feel comfortable. This is a very intimate procedure.
Yeah, of course.
That you'd usually find someone who you're comfortable going to, and then they are comfortable and know what the situation is, and they're happy to do it. Yeah. And you'd just stick to that place. Now she's just gone into a random somebody's house. Don't get me wrong. Another thing.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't a salon, it was someone's house.
She runs it from home.
Ricky Gervais, I just adore him. I think he's genius.
It's another one he put on. I think he completely changing the subject. He was because he's well into his animal rights, isn't he?
He is.
And he put this. There's a horrible video of training bullfighters in France, and this young bull, and they run it round. He's that exhausted he can't stand up, and his legs are buckling up Bambi, and they're still just gouging him and eating, poking him and blank. And all he's just, he says, I want to batter every single one of these cunts.
Yeah.
And I understand what he's doing. I don't listen to the videos. I can't even watch them.
No, I can't watch animals.
I applaud what he's doing because he does it every year. Especially there's that fucking Korean dog festival.
Oh no, yeah, that's horrific.
And it's just like a market full of dogs in cages and just eat them. They just send them to eat and for food. And there's thousands, and they just breed them all year round for these fucking festivals.
Where? Korea.
This is. The fucking barbaric cunts.
Very tasty.
Good word.
Very tasty.
What Koreans?
I wouldn't say now. Do you know what you say? Is there anything taboo? Anything you wouldn't? I would not joke about eating dogs.
Oh, you've hit a nerve.
I saw the video. Did them fucking audible videos years ago.
It saves you right for watching on. Down. Bring it up. I know what you're going to bring up.
There's audible thing. Faces of Death, I think it was called. And most of it was newsreel. It was either made up fight deaths or gory scenes, and the most of it, I say 90%, was like newsreels from around the world.
Yeah, I know exactly.
And like those Korean things, and there was somebody eating a dog, killing a dog, and eating it on that, and it was fucking absolutely. It ain't funny. And I know you're making that fucking noise and putting a bib in.
Have we not just been talking about jokes being taken seriously?
No. That's a perfect example, isn't it?
But if I were to see a comedian and he made a joke, I wouldn't walk out. You know.
Unless he actually ate your dog.
Yeah, if you're not. If I went to a restaurant that had, weird menus, you try stuff in restaurants that that you've never had before. I'd never had snails before.
Escargot? No, I won't eat that.
5 years ago, 6 years ago. So as soon as I went and saw when he's got like snails, or even frogs. I've never had frog legs, but I would try it.
I don't know.
And I was actually bad. So I can laugh at that. I can laugh at that.
You can laugh at your enormous greenness. But then,
I'm a toad.
What's the difference though? Why is it okay? Why are you so offended by eating dogs and cats and hamsters and that? But we're not by
pig
dogs, bulls and pigs and I don't know. Why are that?
There's no. You know
what I mean?
No, because it's not bred for pigs and cows are pretty much bred for that reason. Dogs aren't bred for
they're
food.
still living things, aren't they? And
I think if I lived on a farm, I'd have to get out and feed these animals and talk to them and look after them every day. I wouldn't want to eat them then either. It's just that pets, but things that you live with and you feed and you play with and you talk to and you.
Sometimes when you're on your own,
part of your families. Don't even joke.
I've bought him.
Right, there's nothing funny going on.
Your belt comes undone.
No.
In a recent episode, Pete, you announced that you were thinking of going 25% vegetarian.
Oh yeah, I went to veggie last week.
Yeah. Now, obviously, having known you a long time, we both know that you are very much full of shit. And make lots of these pronouncements.
That's how vegan you are.
Yeah. So.
Right, I'll tell you what happened. I said we were going to go vegetarian for a week, and we decided to do 1 week a month.
Fully veg.
Now we're eating fish, so it's not Presbyterian.
Presbyterian.
Presbyterian. So we're eating fish. Easy. Bearing in mind,
It was easy.
I had pasta for 3 days. Spaghetti carbonara one day, vegetable lasagna, tuna pasta bake. I went to the realm of Linda McCartney. Knocked on the
Linda
door.
McCartney's realm.
Is this like
You have to knock.
a new Lord of the Rings book?
You have to knock on the door and go. and she opens the door. Burgers, Linda McCartney burgers, mozzarella, £1/4 of mozzarella burgers.
You wouldn't have thought there was any of her left after all these years. I'd like to, first of all, publicly apologise to Paul McCartney for that appalling joke.
Wow.
About eating slices of his dead wife's flesh.
Maybe that's what happened to her leg. The other one he was shagging.
Oh yeah.
She only had one leg.
He was that desperate for someone to eat.
Yeah, and then that
He
split up.
gnawed her leg off.
Funnily enough, that split up as well.
Her
Maybe
legs.
still.
Anyway, talking about my vegetarian week,
Yeah.
I don't think I ate one vegetable. I just ate pasta, a burger, which is a proper bit with bread and stuff, and fish finger sandwich.
Sorry, could you just confirm for the listeners what a burger is?
No, but you can have burger
with bread and stuff.
cheese, tomato, gherkin.
And if it's got cheese on the burger,
Is it a cheeseburger?
is it a cheeseburger?
Is it a cheeseburger?
Somebody who asked for a cheeseburger with no cheese. In a restaurant? No, in like a
Cheeseburger.
What, someone asked for
all the cheese?
Yeah.
a cheeseburger with no cheese?
Yeah, the waiter just went,
A burger.
so a burger then. And he got no cheese.
Here she got no cheese.
I went out this weekend. I went to
thank
a
you.
little bit of a posh restaurant.
Ooh.
They had a specials board. They had food written on the wall.
Specials board.
and a what's it called? A menu.
Laminated.
Yeah.
Did
And
you have a full-on whiter to yourself?
we did, and we got complimentary olives and pickled onions while we were waiting.
Pickled onions?
Pickled
Very
onions,
strange.
Yes. Although they weren't called pickled onions, they were called something else.
Were they called
Pickled
olives?
shallots.
No, it was something onions. I want to say like party onions.
Cocktail onions.
Yeah, it might have been cocktail onions.
I've never heard of them.
And,
No, that's an old. That's
The little ones.
on little sticks. But I did feel, I don't know whether you feel this anymore as an experienced foodie, but don't you find there's a bit of pressure
What, to...
in a posh restaurant?
We get paying the bill, yeah? A lot of pressure.
No. Well, it was somebody else's birthday, and they picked up the
Oh,
bill.
right, okay.
They picked up the tab. There's no pressure there. But it's like, well, I actually want burger and chips or fish and chips.
Yeah.
But they've got all sorts of things on there with, a blackberry jus.
Yeah.
I better have one of them.
Yeah.
Else I'm going to look like a right muggle. So I felt a pressure to have something
You don't want.
sufficiently posh so as not to show myself up. I didn't want to be the sort of person who orders in a posh restaurant and then asks for a bottle of tomato sauce.
Oh, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I think I would, honestly, if it was my restaurant, I'd ask you to leave.
Did I really get up about that?
I think it depends on the level. If you're going to do a Michelin star, then yeah, you wouldn't ask for it. But yeah, on the
Any
side.
ketchup?
Yeah, a side of, I bet they sold a side of fries, didn't they?
Well, they absolutely did because I had one.
Exactly.
Well, actually, it wasn't a side of fries. It was a portion of chunky chips.
Oh, in a bucket.
Was that 4 or 5?
And it was, it was basically a sort of chip Jenga. Oh, God.
Oh, like the big squares.
Big square one, and there was like 3, then 3, then 3. Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah. I know what you mean, yeah.
Very nice, though. Very nice. Yeah,
Sweet
enjoyed
potato
it.
or normal potato?
Just normal potatoes.
No, sweet potato.
I don't like sweet potato.
So yeah, I did feel a bit of pressure. I did want the.
And what did you go for then?
I had a Thai green curry because I thought, yeah, that sounds like I know what I'm talking about.
Hang on, did you have a starter?
I did. I had something called scallops.
Ooh.
And I was kind of expecting a big circle of battered potato. And what I actually got was 4 much smaller circles of fishiness. Very nice. Very nice.
What did they taste of? Fish.
Fish.
Did they taste really
It's
fishy?
the texture on the taste.
Yeah,
isn't
they
it?
don't taste the fish really. They taste like
Whatever they cooked in.
no, it has got a very distinct taste, but it's hard to describe. It's very sort of
Yes.
kind of
Fish.
taste.
What kind of texture is it? It looks rubbery when you see them.
They
Looks
are
quite chewy. Are they chewy or?
No, they're not chewy.
No, it's
They're
soft.
very nice. Yeah.
Some people don't like the texture. It might be a bit jelly-y.
Is it like a choc ice?
No, not like a chocolate ice. No.
Like a Turkish delight?
No, stop, Jan. Just guess. Things.
Like a
It might be.
double decker.
It's chocolate bars. It's like chocolate.
That's all he knows.
That's all I know, yeah.
We have actually had we've had a message from the Seagull Sandwich Company.
Oh, do you know what? It's been ages.
We haven't heard off them.
Well, if we'd have been
For a
on a
while.
desert island, we'd have started it by now.
Yeah. Well, we're still getting our sandwich boxes with our cheese and onion sandwiches, and the occasional Sunday dinner. They're offering now. They've managed to get enough staff together to open a Greg's
On the island.
where they are. No.
Wow.
This is where they're based, and they're offering to drop into our desert island.
Oh, sir.
Once a week, once a month, perhaps, as a bit of a treat.
Ooh.
One item
Yeah.
from Greg's.
Anything.
Anything, but only one
One
item once a month for the rest of your life.
Is this savoury or are we talking sweet?
Hot, cold.
Anything.
Anything.
Absolutely anything. Well, I'll tell you what, actually, let me just check the message. Yeah, just check the message. We can have one savoury and one sweet.
Oh, one of
There
each.
you go. Got a pudding.
One of
Got a
each.
pudding.
Are you a Greg's man?
I have been.
Look at him.
I didn't want to be rude.
He's 9 months Gregnant.
I have been known to frequent the.
It's a load of bollocks. Then shut your face. I'll have the sweet. I'll have a donut, but I don't want nothing else sticking up your arse.
What sort of donut?
Just a normal ring donut,
That's
please.
all you got to have.
Yeah, because they're very
A
soft.
plain ring donut.
Listen, Greg's ain't great. If I want cake, I go Firkins. I don't go there.
Kids,
Are
do
they
they even
shut
exist
Big
anymore?
close to it.
Well, there's one by me.
There ain't.
That's
What, in
really
1978?
might be Frickins. I can't remember now. Anyway, savoury. It tastes like cardboard.
Okay.
What does?
It's made cheap, and the ladies who serve it, nasty hands.
It depends on the Greg, surely.
No.
Okay.
All
Well,
Greg's.
that's the weirdest answer I've ever
Okay.
got to what do you want from Greg's.
I was hoping we could talk about it more. You know what I mean? Bill,
Pete, what would you have? One
Right.
savoury item,
Whatever
one
it is,
sweet
it's wrong.
from Greg's for the rest of your life.
Right, I'm going to walk into Greg's. Yeah, I'm picturing
Yeah.
him walking into Greg's.
Yeah.
There's a little centre display.
Yeah.
You have to walk round to get into the queue. It's got things called yum yums.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Donuts, jam donuts, ring donuts, oyster. And it's like, this is before you get to the sandwiches.
Yeah.
The drinks. They're making you walk past all these packs of sausage rolls.
Impulse buys.
It's impulse
innit?
buying, ain't it?
Yeah.
And people do.
Oh, that tells
Oh,
you
we're
for
not
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
in your
I'm
pockets.
people.
Yeah. I'm not
I will
paying.
eat a 4-pack of sausage rolls
Before you-
queuing up.
Well, if I went in, I used to work for my lunch. I'd have a meal deal, I'd get a sandwich
Yeah.
and a drink, yeah, and then I'd have a baguette. I'd have the chicken
baguette?
and chicken and bacon club baguette, fantastic.
Oh, you do me a didn't you?
bottle of
Is that what you'd have?
Yeah, no. This is what I know. This is what I usually do.
This is your complete history of every time you've been to Greg's.
You can let me finish. Right, I'll get a baguette, a drink, but then I'd always have like a pasty as a starter.
A pasty. Is
Pasty.
that one of the things you put on your nipple?
The old strippers, and
I always get my pasties on when I go into...
I was a mixture between pasties and pasties.
Gonna have a Cornish pasty. What's one of them
Yeah.
we dear?
But I'd have a pasty as like a little starter.
Yeah.
So I'd have that to treat myself. Don't know why.
What sort of pasty?
Chicken bag.
chicken bake.
See, I would have said steak bakes were nice, but no. They have the fat on and they're chewy.
Okay.
You don't want to eat that. Why can't it be lean? Lean meat, no fat.
Because it costs 90 pence.
Exactly. It's on the cheap, man.
I want filet mignon.
Christ. No, but you get some places, you get hot pork sandwiches. I like them. Why don't they do them? Tasty, bit of gravy. They don't have to have fat in, do they?
They're universally acknowledged as the best comfort food.
What are?
Greggs.
No, McDonald's. All day long. It's the most
but
easy
that's
comfort. Or Igloo.
McDonald's in an igloo.
No, McDonald's or Igloo.
Okay.
The
Well, anyway, I've no idea.
desserts.
Now, that would have been my choice. I'm Gooey. Have you had one of these? A vegan sausage roll.
Oh, fuck me.
No.
Okay.
I thought they were acknowledged as the horriblest thing ever been put in anybody's
It's
mouth.
nice. I think it's better be corn.
You're going to pick, is this your choice? Or are you just going to list the entire menu of things you wouldn't have?
No. I would have
Because I
it.
think the Seagull Sandwich Company are going to tell us to fuck off if we don't hurry up.
Now, I'll go for chicken bake then.
A chicken bake,
Yeah.
sweet.
Caramel filled donut.
Right, okay. Well, donuts, honestly, lads. Both wrong, obviously. And you, honestly, I can't get my hat on with you,
What?
Alan Taylor. I'm going to say a vegetable pasty.
I've never had one.
Greg's vegetable pasty. Oh, peppery, little bit of spice.
No fat in
tasty.
that.
Absolutely beautiful. Nice. It's warm. They're dead nice. And sweet, I would have. I call them titty buns.
Bet you do.
But I think they're actually
Cherry
known
Chelsea
as
buns.
no,
Belgian.
Belgian buns. That's right.
With a cherry on.
With a cherry on top.
No.
Could
They
you-
are very much like titties.
Somebody told me recently that they're called in their house. They're called titty buns, and you have to buy two. So really, it's just an excuse to buy a pair of titty buns or two great big cakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a proper order.
Greggs.
Yeah.
Stop just saying it's Greg's.
But it's Greggs.
Okay.
There's got to be a better place to go than that. There's got to be a greasy spoon.
There isn't. Perhaps there will be one day, but today, and you're turning it down because it's not really up to your standard.
No,
You
I'm
know
not.
what I mean?
I'm not turning down the sweet. I'm having a sweet.
Yeah, but the sweet you're having is a plain
I'll tell you what.
ring
I'll tell you what.
donut.
I'll go with it. Okay, I'll have a pasty. Yeah, I'm going to have the sausage and bean.
Oh, that's nice.
Sausage and bean.
Yeah.
It's a mess though, isn't it?
It is quite messy.
It isn't.
But do you know what bugs me? It's when you have a pasta, yeah, and they wrap it up and they put it on the thing. You go, it ain't very warm, Bab. Is that alright? And then you go, yeah, I'll be alright. But which I don't mind if it's
I
like
prefer them like that.
cooling down. Now, if they're stone cold and it's like cardboard, no, I'll pay the same price for the hot one as I'm a fucking stone cold style one. If they want to knock 20p off, it's like, oh, it ain't very warm, is that bad? I'll knock 5p off. Okay. But no, you don't
pay for heat.
You're paying. Yeah. I'm paying for hot food.
To be fair, you do.
Don't give me a stone cold chicken bake and want me to pay the full hot price.
The hot price.
The hot price of things. That's what I want, the proper hot price.
Was that a record shop in the 80s? The full hot price.
Paying cold tax.
Cold tax.
Fucking. And it's all like bitty in the mouth and dry, isn't it?
It is better.
Come on, Greggs, pull it out, will ya? Put a shift in.
When they're what was it before it was Greg's? Was it Bragg's?
No, wasn't it?
That's a different thing.
Oh, was it?
I don't know then.
I thought it was Bragg's.
No, Greggs have been going since the
Dawn of time.
70s.
Yeah.
You know,
Clearly,
started
they're still using the same pastry.
So where do you stand on sausage rolls then?
I like sausage rolls.
From Briggs. From Briggs.
From Briggs.
From Greg's.
Yeah.
Because you see, it seems to be quite a polarising sausage roll.
Which one, the vegan or the normal?
There's
The
a cafe-
normal.
Yeah.
Some people absolutely think they're jellified and disgusting.
Yeah.
Which
Some
I've had.
people think
Yeah.
they're like crack.
Yeah, then knows.
So
I don't
I'm
know.
somewhere in the middle. I
Yeah.
can see sometimes.
Well, is it-
I think it depends on the temperature of them.
Yeah,
hot?
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they have to be mid for me.
Yeah, it has to be. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
if they're
yeah.
too hot, they're floppy.
Yeah.
And it's hot.
You know,
That's my excuse. It's
Too hot, too floppy.
It's too hot. I'm floppy.
now,
Too
obviously,
hot, too
you
floppy.
want it in the Goldilocks region, don't you? Not too hot, not too
Sausage
cold.
rolls.
Yeah, that's what you want. It's perfect.
Goldilocks.
It stands nice. It's erect.
Yeah.
But there's a calf by me that does the best sausage rolls ever. And next
Yeah,
time you
well,
come my
they're not
area,
fucking
Next time-
delivering, so fuck them.
Greg's don't deliver.
All right.
He's just said the seagull's going to drop it
Oh,
off.
they're doing the seagulls. Are we talking seagulls? Are we still on that?
Were you ever on that?
Are we on it?
You know the little game we were playing? And you've ruined it from the off.
I've not ruined anything.
Okay, so I'll put our order in.
Dean, he's
I
shouting at me.
can't promise how long, how often it'll come, whether you'll get both together,
I don't want it now.
or whether you'll get whether it's once a week, once a month. I think it's probably going to be like a bit of just a surprise. They'll just
Drop it on you.
They'll just drop a sausage and bean bake on you while you're lying there in the sun.
And for me, absolutely scalding hot, just to teach me a lesson. Don't do that, you wanker.
Yeah, here's your fucking hot tax.
Full hot price.
Okay, well, yeah, it is starting to get dark. The nights are drawing in.
Certainly,
It'll soon be Christmas. And we're going to try and make our way home back from the cabin in the woods while it's still safe. So until next time, we'll say good night from the Monikers. That's good night from Pete.
Bye.
Good night from Al. And good night from me, Dean. And until next time, whatever you do, don't go outside.